Okay, ladies and gents, today's job is the valve cover gasket. Now, there's a gasket right in here that leaks. Mine is not leaking badly, but it is starting to leak. When you put your hand underneath here, you come back with a handful of oil, which means it's starting to go. The problem is when it goes, it leaks down onto the fan belt. The fan belt shreds, and the fan belt is sucked into the motor and does terrible things. So you really have to make sure this is done. I'm pretty sure it has not been done, but hey, nothing's for sure. So first of all, this bolt is easy. That bolt is easy. There's a bolt in here, that one, that is not easy. And for that, you have to do a very specific set of sockets that I had to go buy. There's another bolt down here that is also not easy. And to get that one out, I actually had to pull out the Mickey Mouse flange, this thing that I just put in, which goes in there, to give me enough clearance to pull that bolt out. So I'm going to have to take off the radiator hose, and I'm also going to have to disconnect the oil pressure sensor, and I'm going to put a new oil pressure sensor on there. And you can see it may be pretty used up. Anyway, so that's all part of the kit. So today I'm going to be doing that. Oh, and also I had to take out the air filter, and I plugged that up so no mice crawl in there. Yeah, so putting in a new filter, new gasket, that is today's job. That is all. Next time you see this, we will actually be pulling the whole thing off. Okay, out with the old, in with the new. Still pretty rubbery. Amazing. I mean, it's not hard. It's not hardened plastic at this point. It's not even breaking apart. I feel like this job was done at some point. I mean, you know, I've seen worse. If they did do it, they sure as hell didn't clean it up very nicely. I'll say that much. Okay, sports fans, welcome to another edition of Can This Hoopty Be Saved? So today we are going to put in a new filter. There's an oil system in the car that uses the oil to change the valve timing. It uses that oil almost like hydraulic fluid to push things in and out. Okay, so there is a filter that filters the oil before it goes into that system that adjusts things. And I didn't know if that filter had ever been looked at, had ever been changed. Also, there's a spring inside of it, and sometimes they get clogged up. And I'll put up a picture of what it looks like when they're clogged and when you can't get any fuel through. This is the item that we're looking at. And as you can see, this whole thing, this whole middle section is a filter. It's a mesh. And then it's got a O-ring on the end that will get flattened out, so that is a potential source of leaking. Also inside here there is a spring that opens and closes that prevents backflow. Over 20 years I figured this spring might be dead. I was worried the screen, I am worried the screen is blocked, and I know that if I take it out and look at it, that O-ring is going to be flat, and when I put it back in, I've got a brand new oil leak. So I went ahead and bought new ones. These are 40 bucks a piece. There's 2 of them. So that's the plan, Stan, is to pull these out. Some people pull them out and clean them. I figured after 20 years, the spring's probably dead, and the O-ring is probably flat, and I didn't want to take a chance on getting the wrong O-ring, so I went ahead and just got all new stuff. You know, labor's more important than a few dollars in parts. So I'll give you a tour now. So here is the fender liner, which I took off. Obviously, I took the wheel off, got the car jacked up, and the thing we're looking for is already out. If you can see, no. Well, I can't even get it on screen, but this is the brake, and I had to go in here, and you can sort of kind of see in there is where I had to get it out. So drum roll please. Is it totally gunked up like the one on the photograph, or is it good? And here it is, what I just pulled out. It looks clean as a whistle. So I probably wasted my time. But better safe than sorry, right? Boo-hoo. Anyway, so probably I didn't need to do this, but you know, there it is, okay? But anyway, that's today's job.